everybody. It's time to LOL. Listen out loud, that is. It's time for Anime Jam Session with DJ Ranma S, Mako-chan, and Ari Rockefeller.
Hey everybody, welcome to Anime Jam Session, episode number 702. We are that podcast talks about anime, games, conventions, the fandom, geek stuff, and everything in between. I'm DJ Ranma S.
And I'm Barry Mellon. Whoa.
Oh, careful now. Ari is off tonight. He's working mid-shift, and Mako-chan is off tonight because she's not feeling too well, so
we wish Mako all the feeling better.
Yes.
All the feeling betterness.
Drink all the tussin.
Maybe add some water, perhaps, too.
Yes, and some... you know what? That reminds me. I
heard that.
I actually tried Liquid IV for the very first time.
It's not bad. It's not bad. I definitely picked some up for Otakon, but I definitely went the safe route with like the salted lemonade flavor. Where it's very electrolyte-y. What flavor did you go for, Ranma?
It was
and the vitamin
I think it was a strawberry. I think so.
Strawberry, like a strawberry watermelon or something?
I think so.
I was looking at that flavor.
Yeah, because I was
a berry melon, you might say. I'm sorry.
Heyo. You should be asking for royalties about that.
I need to reach out to them about that.
See,
did you like it?
Not really. To me, if it was a little bit too salty for me.
Yeah.
It was a little bit too much
like,
sodium.
You want some electrolytes with your electrolytes with a little bit of fruit flavor?
Let's be real. Liquid IV really is power thirst, okay? And for those kids who don't know what power thirst is, go to YouTube. The video will explain everything. That's it. We are at that point where the current generation doesn't even know what a telephone outlet looks like.
I mean, okay, there's a lot of things they don't know. Like I was talking about cassette players from my first car the other day, and obviously, like that's like people are starting to get back into that stuff. But then I was also talking about like 45s and things like that because 45s were before my time, right? Before our time, and then they came back into popularity. Probably about 10 years ago when bands were starting to, bring back analog music, which was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But I definitely, yeah.
And
Calliope in chat is saying here at Anime Jam Session, twitch.tv/Anime Jam Session, saying energy drink for men, Menergy. Am I remembering the right video? Well,
yeah, no, yep, that is the correct video. That's the correct one. God. But the thing is, I lost my train of thought. All right, now.
Oh, it's okay.
See, the thing is, the only reason why I was really curious about Liquid IV is because I listened to Pod Meets World, and Will Friedle swears by it. So, I'm not the type of person to follow a trend if someone swear. But as much as he talked about it, I'm like, well, I'm at PAX Unplugged with my friend Rachel, and she bought some, and I'm just like, you know what? I will try one. And I was like, yeah, this is a little bit too salty for me. It's a little bit too much sodium. I'm okay.
Yeah.
I'd rather go with the Gatorade. I'd rather walk around with a thing.
I get the powdered Gatorade. I know that they have the one in packets, but that one has the artificial sweetener, and I don't really do aspartame or like artificial sweeteners unless I have to. But I get the powdered Gatorade in the in like the tubs. Unfortunately, it just dries out so fast. You have to use it up pretty quickly.
See,
and the only problem is if you concentrate it the wrong amount, it tastes a little bit like dish soap.
This is what you do.
Oh, you get the Skittles kind. Oh, you getting that TikTok water?
No,
Rama, you getting that?
First thing first, fuck TikTok, okay? All right.
I know.
Secondly, I've always go by almost every con I go to. If I remember, I buy a box of this stuff, and it's not just it's not just Skittles flavored drinks that are in here. I have let's see, yes, there are Skittles here. I also have Propel as well. Aha.
Oh, Propel, okay.
Yes.
It's
So
like Smart Water, right? Like
yeah,
Propel
that
was like before
yes.
Smart Water, and then Smart
Something.
Water came along.
Yeah, that's what it is. And I have like a
I
little, and I just get like a
yeah.
thing of water, and I just walk around with that. That's all I need. And
I'm trying to remember, like, yeah, I usually just drink water. But I know that you're supposed to, like, if you're at events, especially events where you're gonna be around a lot of people and you need like vitamin C and stuff.
mm-hmm.
I think I used to get those emergency packets, but that was
Emergency.
about
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I think
Mm-hmm.
the only specialized packets that I would get because it was like the Alka-Seltzer, like
Yeah.
the fizzy packets.
See
I
that
don't
see
get other stuff
that's
usually.
the thing. I didn't really buy these, to stay
Mm.
energized because I can go the whole day without these. I just bought
Yeah, yeah,
these
yeah.
just to
No.
stay hydrated. As I'm a little
Yeah, stay
thirsty.
hydrated.
I'll just drink a little bit of this and keep it going. That's the main reason
Uh-huh.
why. And I figured let me switch to
Yeah,
Propel
yeah,
so I can
yeah.
be extra hydrated. Okay, so
I'm just a
yeah.
heathen, I guess, because I bring my own instant coffee with me.
See, there's
And
nothing.
I'll do that instead.
Look,
But it's like it's decaf, so it's not even caffeine. It's not even to keep me awake. I just like the flavor of it. I guess so,
first
yeah,
thing.
if you're just staying hydrated and you just do it for flavor, then yeah, I do instant
See,
coffee at
first
that
thing
point.
first. The fact that you said decaf means I can't trust you.
I do decaf low acid now.
No, but
So I don't the only yeah.
I completely understand though. I completely understand.
Yeah.
Eh,
But I like Celsius from time
mhm.
to time. They're all right.
Oh
I would
yeah,
say for like the
Celsius,
new
yes.
age
Celsius is
energy
good stuff.
drinks,
Yes.
Celsius pretty good.
It
Celsius
is. It
pretty good.
is. Yeah,
Very
that
millennial branded drinky.
I mean, I'll drink that. I mean, that's good stuff. And C. DeMiri says in our chat room at Twitch TV/Anime Jam Session, one of my favorite things from back up in New York was soaking a peeled clementine in hot tea and then eating that after I finished the tea.
Oh, I have a holiday tradition for this.
See, I would
Okay.
throw a shot
So
of rum in there too, just to be on the safe side.
you're like, I just want a hot toddy. I feel like Ranma is in hot toddy mode.
I
Um,
mean, it's happy
you know,
hour somewhere.
it is definitely happy hour somewhere. But what I used to do as a child, you guys know that soft stick peppermints, the stick peppermints that were like just you could chew on, you could gnaw on them,
Mm-hmm.
whatever. Well, we used to squish like an orange or clementine or a tangerine, and then like make a little X in it and get all the juice, all loose the juice. We loose the juice. We got the juice loose, and then you shove the peppermint stick in it, and you'd use the peppermint stick as a straw, and it would make it like pepperminty orange juice, which I know is gonna trigger everybody who hates the taste of orange juice after toothpaste, but I feel like that's what got me into it.
I'm one of those who do that because I like orange juice. But
I like orange juice.
see, that reminds me of when I went to Japan earlier this year. We went to Tsukiji Fish Market and we found this place that was doing orange juice oranges, where they had a machine.
Oh yeah, the squish ones, the vending machine or
No,
the
no,
oh you guys got to do the vending machine.
It wasn't a vending machine; it was an actual place. And what they would do is they would pop open the inside of the orange and pull out like the core or whatever, add a little water or something. Then they would just put it in put it in the machine and it would blend the inside, pull it out with a straw, and you could drink orange juice from the orange.
I don't know how I feel about that. Was it good though?
Yeah, it was
Is it really
good.
good?
Yeah, that was delicious.
It sounds like it was probably good. I feel like seeing an orange eviscerated in front of my eyes. But I mean, at
Really?
least you had vitamin C, so you were traveling and having your vitamins. So
See,
that's good.
the thing is, I didn't even have to do that to get vitamin C. I was just morbidly curious about that. So, because I saw it.
No, they've got a lot of cool vending machines and stuff, and even just like vendors and stuff that are out there. There was like when I was in Kyoto last time, they just have roasted potatoes.
I didn't
on the side of the road sometimes.
It must have been.
They're so good.
When did you go to Kyoto during like the winter spring?
2019.
No, I mean
Yeah,
what time of the year?
No, it was I want to say it was April to May.
Okay, it must have been
March to April.
It must have been where you went because I didn't see anything like that. But I would have loved to have bought like a sweet potato and ate it.
Yeah, they roast them on the side of the road. It's kind of like mochi. And then the other thing that I loved was I didn't get a chance to go to the new fish market because it had moved. It had just moved right before I took my trip. But I got to go to a smaller fish market in another town, and they had an Odin stall. And for anybody who doesn't know what Odin is, it is like hot soup. hot soup and fixins. So think about like the American version of like dumpling soup, but in this case, you could get fish cakes, you could get eggs, you could get potato, and you could get sausages, and it was just in this hot soup, and it was so good.
Very, very.
Yeah,
Let me tell you, I I made a big old pot of beef stew last night in the Instant Pot, and I added some corn and some other stuff in there. I had some leftover chili beans, so I threw that in there. It's good, and you know, and I'm like, this is perfect winter eating food. And then I'm on Facebook, and my friend Steve Bennett, God bless Steve Bennett, he made a post of him and his family eating Oden, and I was like, God damn it, I want some Oden because I had it in Osaka. It was absolutely delicious.
Good. It just hits different.
Can we talk about
I need to get the ingredients to make it sometime.
I think there's a couple of Japanese restaurants in my area around here that serves Oden, so I gotta get some. But can we talk about the fact that some Oden restaurants, the broth is like over 50 years old?
Yeah, they have like a mother broth.
Yeah, and they just keep adding to it, and it's just like
they keep adding to it, and it's still edible.
Yes.
Well, I guess it's because the turnover is so quick. I also went to a place. I don't know if this was the one in Kyoto or if it was. I know it was near the oldest cherry blossom tree in Japan.
Right.
That's all I can remember. But it was a 300-year-old recipe for fish soup. And it was in that area, so I'll have to look it up again because I thought I took pictures, but I'll definitely have to look it up.
Yeah, I think like the Saturdays I usually order takeout. Instead of getting takeout and delivery, I might have to go find a place and just bring home like a bowl of Oden.
Sorry, so. Ranma.
I
didn't move my mouse for 5 minutes.
Back.
OBS, why are you like this? You're naughty. Oh God, where'd it go? Where are you? It happened. So I have it set up, guys, so that it will flip me to something if I don't move my mouse for like 5 minutes.
You should put after be right back. You should put after be right back. You should put after these messages, we'll be right back.
Yeah, after these messages. Should. And then it pointing to Ranma.
Oh, gee, thanks. Anywho, we have severely derailed.
Yeah, I know. We're totally and fully derailed.
Yes.
This is what happens.
This is what happens when we talk about our trips and food and all that good stuff. So
yeah.
Oh man, what a time. And it also doesn't help because Facebook is being a bum now because I can't tag you in the post that we're live. It's like I'm like, wait, did Barry deactivate? And nope, it's there.
No,
all right, so let me add, and this won't.
Still there.
It just doesn't come up. So I'm like, I'll deal with it later. So
that's weird. Yeah, I honestly, to be fair with you though, I haven't used Facebook probably in over 5 years. I just have that page so that no one can take it.
No, I mean
basically, like that's what I do for most social media. Is I will get the page just so other people can't like steal the name and then be like, I'm gonna imposterinate.
No, I'm trying. No, I'm trying to tag your profile, not your page.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, that's what it is. So I'm gonna try again and see if it comes up.
Yeah.
No,
I mean, honestly,
it's just Facebook being dumb like always. So, anywho,
that's all right.
Enough of that. Let's get going here. Barry, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing all right.
That's good.
I've been like, I should be off, but I have not been off. I have streamed more in the last 2 months than I did in October, but it has been collabs only, which is the funniest thing to me. I'm not even streaming on my own channel, and I can't not work. This is a problem I have, but it's fine.
You know something? You should be streaming on your own channel, but it's sort of like in a spy cam mode where you're not talking, the cameras are on, and everyone's just watching you work. That's all. You say nothing.
No, I'm like, honestly, I'm not even like, I'm working, but I'm in more like hibernate mode. Like, I don't even want to get out of my blankets in the morning. It's just cold. In November, December, I'm like, I'm taking off. And then I have a bunch of friends that are like, no, you want to do VCAT? You want to do this thing? You want to play game? And I'm like, okay, I love you guys, so yes. But I need to be antisocial.
There's a new term for that. It's like you're social, and then once you're done, you just go away and you just recharge your batteries. And it's not about being antisocial. You just need to recharge yourself. I forget what the term is.
Yeah. But me would be recharging would be gone for a month, and then everybody would be like, "What's going on with Barry? Is Barry mad at me?" And I'd be like, "No, I'm not mad at you. I just have to be a hermit." But the problem is too is that like it's the ADHD in my brain.
Mm-hmm.
Cause like I'll be like, oh, friends doing fun things. I want to join friends. I want to go have fun. And then the rest of me is like, you ambisocial, ambivert. I know I'm an ambivert for sure. Cause like
But
there's days when I'm around people that I get energy. And then there's days that I'm around people and I'm like, I want to die. Like
wow.
it's just too many people, too much noise. I don't know. It's very weird. It's a very weird dynamic. Anyway, we're getting off topic again. But anyway.
Yes, yes, we are. Yes, we are.
Yeah. Anyway.
Anywho, I'm okay. I've been doing some interesting things, so I can't complain about that too much. Just so you know, we are live tonight, week of December 9th, 2025, right here on Twitch TV. We're here live Tuesdays from 9 to 10:30 p.m. Eastern. You can always find us at Twitch TV/Anime Jam Session. We're proud to be part of the Voice of Geeks Network at VogNetwork.com, and they're also on Twitch. And you can find them at Twitch TV/VogNetwork. Come hang out in our Discord, VogNetwork.com/Discord. Every show that's part of the Voice of Geeks Network has a channel, so come through, hang out, and have a good time. So now that we got that out the way, I am going to kick it over to Barry, and she's already said some stuff earlier, but I'm going to ask anyway. So Barry, how was your week? How was your day?
Well, it's been okay.
Or in this case, how was your month?
I know, how was my month? I've been okay. I've been recovering mostly from my descent down the stairs. So I think I'm doing a lot better. Other than that, it's really just been taking time off and trying to be not as busy, and then as aforementioned, being too busy for my own good. I think that I'm gonna figure it out. What I do like is I have one friend that I will just watch Phineas and Ferb reruns with and turn my brain off, and we'll just sit and talk and do that. And that has been something helpful. But then like I don't know, I for the holidays I just need to not be social, I guess. I don't know. I feel like those holiday times I'm like simultaneously, and I don't chat, I'm sure this is relatable to you guys. I'm simultaneously tired but also excited. Like I'm glad that I'm excited this year because I know last year I was much less excited about the holidays, but I feel like we need the holidays this year more than a lot. And I'm sure we said that last year too. We need the holidays more than ever, but I feel like definitely this year, we need the holidays and the good vibes and stuff.
We need something, all right.
Yeah, but generally, it was good. Most of my holiday stuff, I got good food during Thanksgiving, so that was very renewing. And like, I got to eat. I had my last bits of pie yesterday, and that was good. I had pumpkin pie, and I made myself a chocolate silk pie for Thanksgiving, so I was able to have those and nom on them. But generally, yeah, it's been pretty quiet. It's hibernation mode for Barry, so it has been very relaxing. But what about you, Rama?
Well,
how about you? What you been?
It's all right. Interesting story. I'm gonna pull this out of my pocket here and show this. And those of you who are listening, I will describe what it is. This is a door plate. You will see this on your door when you open and close it, when you lock it. Now, what's been happening is I've had trouble closing my door. So I'm thinking it's the position of the plate and it's winter, like the frame is expanding.
Yeah,
whatever.
The door getting swollen or something. Yeah.
So I took it off, let it be. Around the summertime, springtime, I put it back on, and it's fine. No issues. We're golden. And it started happening again, so I took it off. And then when I was leaving the house, I went to close my door, and I had trouble closing the door. I'm like, I took the plate off, then what the hell? So I look at my door. One of the screws that's holding in the lock is loose.
Ooh.
So I have to push the screw in to make sure the door is closed. So now I have to make a special trip to Home Depot to get stronger screws to put in on both sides. So at least I know that's the problem, and I don't have to worry about that.
It's repairable. It's repairable at least, which is nice.
And I don't know if I said last week, but we have a new person that moved in. I have not seen them. I was told to leave them a copy of the key so they can get in, because we started locking the door downstairs. Because downstairs, it's a normal lock and it's a code lock on top of that. So you need a key and the code to get in. And I come back from my outing on Sunday. The key I taped to is gone, and I'm just like, where is this person? I think they set up internet, because I go online. You know, I go to, because I was going through setting up my access point. I was moving like my smart devices to another network, you know, to kind of streamline stuff. And I'm looking at shit, and let me see if I can pull it up. And I'm just like, we've all seen those memes where it talks about like different Wi-Fi out names and stuff like that. Somebody downstairs actually has their Wi-Fi network as FBI surveillance. Ha ha. I mean, that's not really funny anymore.
All right.
It's like,
okay.
No. But the network is called National Tomato and Sausage Board.
Oh, gosh.
And I'm like, did he just set up like his mobile Wi-Fi next door and is just sitting there? Or is it the house next door to me? Because I don't know if you've seen, Barry, in a lot of suburban urban areas, there are some houses that are basically conjoined to each other. So you can basically hear the people in the house next to you sometimes. Or if you're looking at Wi-Fi networks,
and townhouses. They're very popular on the East Coast. And the walls, even though it's a house over, it's still very loud.
And it's like this. I'm like, either he set up a new network or it's the people next door, and I just haven't checked Wi-Fi signals in a very long time. So, work is. I'm just looking forward to the holiday break at this point. So there is that.
Yeah.
Saturday I met up with some friends, and they did some shopping at the little merchant shops at Bryant Park, and it was crowded. And I told them. I told them, this is why I don't leave my house on the weekends during the holidays.
And
then after that, we went to Gyukaku for Japanese barbecue. We had a good time, and that was fun. And then,
oh my god,
is there one down by you?
Sorry, Ron.
Mm-hmm.
There are a few barbecue places down near me. Here we go. That should be. Oh, there we go. Hey, I'm just gonna be throwing off everyone in chat who's watching this stream because they're gonna just keep seeing my background change.
You just need to download. You need to download one of those apps that automatically moves your mouse every.
That
20
just
seconds.
wiggles my mouse.
Yes.
Yeah. If I'm not touching my mouse, it's just like it's time to go honk shoe.
Yeah, wiggle your tail.
Basically,
wink, nudge.
Yeah, wiggle my taily po. We have a few actually. Well, because I'm near Little Koreatown and Little Vietnam and everything like that. So we have a lot of minority cultures in this area, and there are a lot of foodie places to go.
Yeah, definitely.
I like Honey Pig and Iron Age, but I think that those are franchises.
Yeah,
so I think that they're kind of a few places.
Yeah, there's no Honey Pig up here because we have a lot of like places like that here. But oddly enough, we have a K-Pot. We actually have like 3 of them in New York City. And I was like,
ooh, okay.
To me, it's like, why are you opening like a Panda when there are tons of Chinese restaurants all over the place? You know, it's like, yeah, some people need their orange chicken. So, but anywho, there is that. Then on Sunday, I met up with my friend Julia, a local cosplayer, pretty popular. We went to go see Kill Bill: The Whole Bloody Affair.
Oh, okay. What is that?
Okay, it's Kill Bill 1 and 2 as a full-length film. And there is a scene in the first movie where the bride is fighting the crazy 88s, and the whole fight sequence is in black and white because of how gory it is.
Yeah, I remember that.
The whole scene is now in color.
Oh.
Yeah. And we found ourselves like quoting lines from the movie as we're watching it. So
That sounds like it was a
Yeah.
fun time.
This is what you get when you play with Yakuzas. Now go home to your mother. I mean, I'm hoping that they put it out on 4K because I definitely want to pick up a Blu-ray copy of that. And what's cool is I actually have an autographed copy of Kill Bill Volume 1 signed by Quentin Tarantino.
That's pretty cool.
This was like, I think this was about 20 years ago, dating myself. But this is what he was doing, that horror feature with Robert Rodriguez, that the horror films that he was doing with them, and they were doing a tour, and they had stopped into Jim Hanley's universe, and I think I found out about it like the day before, and I went down and I noticed it was like a local video store there, so I went in, I bought a copy of Kill Bill Volume 1 and Josie and the Pussycats because Rosario Dawson was there, so I got both of those signed, and I think Rosario was legitimately shocked when I showed up with a copy of Josie and the Pussycats because everybody else was having her sign like the poster for the horror flick that she was in. I was like, no, I know you from this, and I liked this movie.
Yeah,
a lot
I know
more.
you from this thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
So there was it, and that was basically my weekend. That's right. Julia, she went to Japan, and when we met up, she actually got me a couple of cool things.
That's cool.
One is this acrylic Ranma 1/2 keychain from Caspa. And what's interesting is I had just placed an order on Ami for some acrylics, and they had the rest of the set except for this one. I'm like, well, I'm lucky I got this, and this will probably stay on my desk with my other stuff. And another thing she got me was this Sailor Venus washcloth.
Oh, that's so cool.
I now have 2.
That's really neat.
Yeah, and I think the other one I have is a slightly different pattern. I have to double check because CC Graywitch bought me one when we hit up the Sailor Moon store, and I'm just like, I don't know what to do with these washcloths because personally, they would just sit.
I have an idea for you.
Frame them.
So what I do is I made mine into a little Velcro bag for travel silverware. So when I'm at a convention, I can just tuck it in my bag, wrapped in the washcloth, and I'll pack like chopsticks, I'll pack a fork or a spork, and like a butter knife or something. Or even like if I have disposable from like takeout, months before or whatever, because we all hoard that stuff, then I'll just pack that, and then I can dispose of it or recycle it or take it home to wash. But it's in a washcloth, so it's not gonna get my bag dirty. All I do is like fold it like a little envelope, then put a piece of Velcro to like, close it up, and then you got yourself a cute little
but it's
to-go bag.
For me, it feels like it's a little bit too fancy to do that. So I'm thinking about, because I have 2. I'm thinking about just getting a large frame and putting them both in a frame and framing them.
Yeah, you could put them in the frame.
That's what I'm thinking about doing. So. Because I actually have one from...
Yeah, I'm one of those people, guys. You'll find out. I'm one of those people. I'm going to open up my containers, my boxes of my figurines and have them out. I'm not one of those people that keeps them pristine. I'm going to make use of the item.
For the record,
understand.
For the record, for those of you who are watching the stream live behind me, you can see some of my collection. And the figures I have are still in a box. That's because I don't have anywhere else
space
at the moment.
Yeah.
The only thing that's really out is my plush Mai Sakurajima doll. That's it. Because it came like that. It sits out. Everything else is in the box. I would love to clear...
Bond Stubble 7 in chat. I'm here. I got lost in the rabbit hole listening to Europop. What time is it? Who won the World Series? Have we reached Mars yet?
The fucking Dodgers won the World Series, and we have not gotten to Mars yet. But Mars 2112 was a place. Good times. But I do know my bookcase, I have another shelf to put in. I'm going to probably move all of my limited edition gaming games on that shelf, clear that off so I can put these out on display, because behind there is like the picture of me and my girlfriend, from a wedding we had gone to, and behind that is my air purifier. So I got to kind of organize stuff. If I can get a long enough cable, I might move the purifier over here. So we'll see. Anywho, enough about that. Moving right along here. See, we got some housekeeping news here. Episodes of our podcast in video format is available on our YouTube page, youtube.com/anime jam session, available Thursdays at 12 noon. No cons for the year. We are done. But if you have attended an AAC, another anime convention earlier this year, those photos are up on Anime Jam Session, the Facebook page, and I will be sharing them to the AAC Facebook group tomorrow. I hope to get in the next couple of weeks the DerpyCon photos up. Once I get the DerpyCon photos up and done, I can close that Lightroom database, back up all my stuff, and do a clean install of Windows 11. I am like a year and a half, 2 years way overdue to do that. So, go me. Let's see what else do we have here. And our Christmas special. Anime Jam Session Christmas special. Tuesday, December 16th. Next Tuesday. Hopefully the whole gang will be here. We're just going to be talking like holiday stories, Christmas stories. Just joking around, just having a good time. That's all it is. And then we'll be on holiday break until, I believe, January. Let me pull this up. January 13th. So 1, 2, 3. We'll be off for 3 weeks. We'll be back on the 4th week. And for those of you who've been following, January 11th, if everything goes according, premiere episode of Orange Lounge Radio 2DX. I will be a co-host on that. So please come by and stick around and show us some support for that show. And that we got that out the way. I have some, how you say, breaking news. Now, here's the thing. For those of you who want to know, breaking news is last minute news that comes in around, like within the last 24 hours of me setting up this show for tonight. Then I'm just like, what the heck is going on? So I have to figure out what's up. And I just dropped that in there so you know. So what is this? All right. Why is there like a ticker sign going on over here? Okay. All right. So anywho, for those of you who are wondering what's going on with breaking news, this concerns MagFest, the Music and Games Festival in where is it? National Harbor, Maryland. So it seems that they have pulled a guest from their lineup, and it was a VTuber.
Oh, well, all right.
The VTuber is named Vivi Chan the Dragon.
Oh, I hadn't even heard about this. But yeah, go ahead.
Yes, this is a VTuber that is a perverted, sexualized VTuber.
I'm not surprised.
As one person said, a hypersexualized trial presenting VTuber who has hits like, how strong is Vivi's vagina? What the
All right, well.
That's wild. And from what I'm reading on their Twitter account, there are screenshots of this VTuber saying that they're going through puberty. What the fuck?
Ew.
How did this slip past Q and standards and practice?
Ay. That's a mess. That's a mess, bro. That's a nope. Dumpster fire. A dumpster fire.
Dumpster fire and then some. That's just
yikes on trikes. I get sometimes you rage bait. If that's your thing, cool, whatever. But dang, ew. I'm sorry. I'm just not into that aspect of the VTuber community. I just don't.
Okay, here now I will say this. It's one thing if the VTuber has like a bit of a smart mouth or a potty mouth, part of the persona. There are some VTubers that are like that, and the
Yeah, they're
smart
little
mouth, potty
gremlins.
mouth,
We love the
yes,
gremlins. The gremlins are great.
like my kid Wild Spice, she is a gremlin VTuber,
Absolute gremlin, absolute chicken.
But she's like,
you
she
should
does
go to
it
her
in
channel and tell her that.
yes, but when she does it, it's like in pure comedy, not in the aspect of saying something perverted and nobody says anything. It's just like that nervous laughter. Ooh, did it get a little hot in here? You know? Like
Yeah,
that.
no, I mean,
Yeah.
honestly, it's one of those things. There's a difference between parasocialism and carrying on a joke with your community. And I feel like there's far too many that dip into the scarier parts of parasocialism. They're too young, one, and then think that there's not going to be any repercussions for their actions. There's been far too many circumstances within the last year in VTubing that have made me very aware that a lot of VTubers who use this outlet as social interaction and galvanization without being socialized and knowing that there are problematic behaviors, they get themselves into trouble, and it sucks.
Yep. So I'm glad that they pulled it and they're moving on. It's like, let's sweep this under the rug and like pretend it never existed. Good call, Magfest. Good call. So now that is, we got that handled and taken care of. We're gonna get into our first article tonight, and I want to talk about Gundam, and I'm just like, this is pretty cool. It seems that we're going to get an official Gundam store. Now, some of you already know there is a quote-unquote official Gundam store. Some of you know it as Gundam Planet. It's basically, as we know, like the biggest spot for anything Gundam out in Jersey. So you can actually order from their website, or you can actually go into their store and get anything Gundam from there. So it looks like what Bandai is doing, they're opening what's called the Gundam base in Rosemont, Illinois. And it's going to be at the Fashion Outlets of Chicago, and it opens on December 12th. But what's interesting is they're also going to be a Gundam pop-up store that's going to be open nearby for about a month. Now, the store will have exclusive Gunpla kits and merchandise, a place to play the Gundam card game. There will be a 6-foot-tall Gundam statue and limited edition promotional items. I think that's going to be really cool. Now, let's see. Let me double check something here. Okay. Now, in that same mall, there will be a pop-up shop that's going to be not too far from there. So, and that one you might definitely want to check out because it will have limited edition things. When I was in Japan, I think, where was I? I'm trying to think. I think we were in Shibuya, and this was part of the Gundam World Tour, and we actually got a chance to walk through and take a look through there, but it was only for a brief thing because I think you had to get a reservation or something like that, but there was time, so we were able to pop in and check things out. So, just so you know, there are 35 official Gunpla stores open around the world. The first one opened in Korea back in 2003. The Gundam Base Tokyo opened in 2017. There are other locations in Taiwan, Shanghai, and Thailand. So, check it out. I think you're really going to enjoy that. So, I think if I see myself heading up to Chicago, which I probably will, I'm probably going to check it out. So, it'd be kind of cool. Right. Next up, Barry is going to tell us what's going on with Crunchyroll. They're up to shenanigans yet again.
Yep. They're up to their shenanigans again. Chat, if you've been indulging in your anime habit through Crunchyroll, they're going to halt their ad-supported streaming on the 31st of this year. So happy New Year, I guess. Certain anime streaming for free included Cowboy Bebop, Spy Family, Demon Slayer, and My Hero Academia. Crunchyroll revealed in an advertisement during its own free stream that it's halting free ad-supported streaming on its service on December 31st. The company's subscription tiers and other ad-supported streaming channels are unaffected. Only certain titles were available for ad-supported streaming without a subscription, including Cowboy Bebop, Chainsaw Man, Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba, My Dress Up Darling, My Hero Academia, One Piece, Soul Eater, Spy Family, Beast Tamer, Blue Lock, Bocchi the Rock, Bungo Stray Dogs, Campfire Cookie in Another World with My Absurd Skill, Code Geass, Laylock of the Rebellion, Don't Toy With Me, Miss Nagatoro, Golden Kamuy, and many, 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 many more. Crunchyroll had previously announced in March 2022 that it would no longer automatically offer free ad-supported viewing for all shows, starting with its spring 2022 season lineup. Crunchyroll instead required that viewers have a subscription to access new and continuing simulcasts. The company added that the first 3 episodes of each title would be available for ad-supported viewing for a week after their premiere on Crunchyroll, until a certain point, and subsequent episodes would be limited to subscribers. Crunchyroll previously allowed free ad-supported streaming for simulcast titles 1 week after an episode premiered, and Crunchyroll launched its free ad-supported 24/7 Crunchyroll channel on the Samsung TV Plus service on 2017 to 2025 Samsung Smart televisions in October. The channel airs anime all day from the company's catalog. Crunchyroll launched on YouTube primetime channels in January, distributing over 40 anime on its service in the United States, France, the United Kingdom, Germany, and Australia. Crunchyroll collaborated with Sony Pictures Entertainment, GSN, Game Show Network, to launch a 24/7 linear channel on Amazon Freevee, LG channels, the Roku channel, and Vizio Watch Free Plus first on October 2023. The company expanded its services on Amazon Prime's video channels in 2023, where the streaming service is available in the US, Canada, Sweden, and in the UK and other territories. Crunchyroll launched its app on Samsung Smart televisions in 2024. The app launched at Whale TVs earlier this month. Ooh. And the company began offering specialty curated anime on Delta flights as in-flight entertainment on CPAC screens in early November. Crunchyroll is an independently operated joint venture between the US-based Sony Pictures Entertainment and Japan's Aniplex. Sony Pictures Entertainment and Aniplex and Sony's Music Entertainment Japan parent are both in-turn subsidiaries of Tokyo-based Sony Group. Sony's Funimation Global Group completed its acquisition of Crunchyroll from AT&T on August 9, 2021, after the company first announced its acquisition in December 2020. The purchase price was US $1.175 billion, and the proceeds were paid in cash. Cash at closing. What? I don't even know if I could fathom that much money in a room.
I just pictured him. I just pictured him like driving up, like in a parking garage somewhere, and you see these gentlemen in suits just walking over, handing over the cash, and then handing over the shares. You know, checking. We're good, boss. Let's go.
Yeah, exactly. Just smack in the back of this truck. There's so much, you can fit so much money in this vehicle. Funimation's home video release is now listed under Crunchyroll because for those that don't know, Funimation was bought up by Crunchyroll. I want to say last year.
Yeah, about a couple of years back. It kind of came full circle, you know.
And I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised that they're trying to wring any more money they can out of subscribers.
Now, here's the thing. Now, I know everybody's bitching that Crunchyroll is trying to make more money, squeeze more money. But this is something a lot of weebs do not understand. Streaming is not cheap. There was
it's not.
There was talk of YouTube charging for 1080p 60 frames videos, okay? The bandwidth is not really there to support ad-free or limited ad viewing, which is why Funimation, or let's say Crunchyroll, they pulled it. That's the only reason why. So you gotta understand, it's no fault of your own per se. It's just how it is. Because if you notice, there are other streaming services similar to YouTube that try to compete, like Vimeo. They really can't. The only reason why YouTube is going so far, they've been doing this for like years, and with the backing of Google and its cloud servers, you know, it kind of works that way. It's in a way, it's no different from us being on Twitch, and you hear how they're changing like the payouts and stuff like that, because streaming is not cheap. streaming audio doesn't take much bandwidth, but streaming video takes a lot of bandwidth. So, and that's basically where it comes from. So just understand that it's just not cheap. That's why a lot of services don't have like a free tier or an ad supported tier. I mean, look, High Dive doesn't have one. Far as I know, Retro Crush doesn't have one, you know. Far as I know, like hell, I mean, Netflix has an ad supported tier, but you're still paying for it, so
Yeah,
that
I know
kind of
you
helps.
still pay
Yeah.
like $12 or something
No,
like
like
that.
$6 or $7.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
That's wild.
Mm-hmm.
Still.
But just understand, it's just not cheap, so you know it is what it is. So now we move from ad-supported streams to one of the greats in manga, Go Nagai. And it seems that he gets to pilot a Mazinger Z figure, which is respectfully and rightfully so, since he is the man that created Mazinger Z. It seems that Japanese metalworks company Custom Iron Factory announced a new personalized Mazinger Z pilot figure that allows you, or at least a 3D print of your body, to sit in the legendary robot's cockpit. Orders for the custom Mazinger Z pilot figures began on December 3rd, and the first pilot was none other than the franchise's creator, Go Nagai. Nagai's own studio Dynamic Planning said, "You can pilot Mazinger Z? A dream project has begun." Orders for the personalized Mazinger Z figure are available on the MetaMate online store. The figure comes in 4 sizes: 6, 8, 10, and 15 centimeters, which ranges from 2 to 6 inches. And the price runs between 33,000 and 198,000 yen, which is $213 to $1,275. Woo, that's a lot of money. The MetaMate website notes that those who purchase the personalized Mazinger Z figure must select a date to be 3D scanned at the company's Nihonbashi location. The company will deliver the figures 1 to 2 months after the 3D scan. It can then ship the figure internationally for a separate fee. MetaMate suggests that lace fabrics, transparent fabrics, fabrics with glittery materials, looking at you there, Barry, and shiny fabrics will not appear well in the 3D scan. Glasses can be 3D scanned without issues. However, dangling accessories such as earrings should not be worn. As of press time, Custom Iron Factory has not stated if the Go Nagai figure will be available to the general public. And that's kind of cool. And the layout is like, if you've ever played Power Paradise, it's kind of laid out like that, where you're inside this device moving around and so forth. It's kind of cool. Hey, Barry, what's going on with Silent Mobius? That is a title I have not heard of in years.
Yeah, that's a vintage one.
I know.
It's got a snoof on it. It's got a little bit of vintage.
Yeah.
So Silent Mobius X Avengers, Avengers what?
Avengers Assemble.
Avengers Silence. Anyway, comic series to launch in 2026. Oh, it's a whole comic series.
Yeah, because Tokyo Comic Con just happened, so.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. Kia Asamiya and Marvel announced during Tokyo Comic Con on Friday that Silent Mobius X Avengers, read as Silent Mobius Cross Avengers, comic book series that will launch in 2026. The panel unveiled a visual which features the main character of Silent Mobius with Iron Man, Captain America, Spider-Man, Wolverine, and Doctor Strange. Marvel and Asamiya are credited to the original story. Marvel Comics CB Cebulski is the editor, and Asamiya has a history of working on Marvel's comics, including Iron Man, Avengers, and X-Men. Asamiya created Silent Mobius, Steam Detectives, Compiler, and Junk Record of the Last Hero manga, among others. He provided character designs for the Martian successor Nadesco anime, which he later adapted into Nadesco manga. Adapted the Star Wars Episode 1 Phantom Menace film into a manga, and wrote and drew the Batman the Child of Dreams comic. Many of his manga have been adapted into anime. San Diego Comic-Con International awarded Asamiya the Inkpot Award this year. The Japanese Science Fiction Convention gave him the Best Artist Award for the second year in a row at the 56th Seiun Award this year. And
I
yeah,
need to track down Steam Detectives and watch that again. That was
yeah,
really good.
I don't remember watching it, but I remember hearing that it was a really good series when it came out.
Mm-hmm. All right, now this was something that I came across last week, and I've been
Mm,
holding on to, and I'm like, this is really nice. You know, this is something interesting. Something like this would go into Meanwhile in Japan, but I just felt this was a little bit more mainline.
mm, mm, mm.
So basically, it's counselors in costumes testing anime therapy for depression. So, a fantasy inspired clinical project has started to determine if psychiatrists posing as anime characters can improve the treatment of depression among young people. Yokohama City University and Dai Nippon Printing Company are handling this project. Anime therapy is a brainchild of Francesco Panto, an Italian who practiced psychiatry in Japan, and says that he himself was saved by anime. He says that Japanese anime depicts inner struggles and suffering of people in a realistic manner, making it an effective tool to improve mental problems and change one's personality regarding how things are viewed. About 20 people between the ages of 18 and 29 will be involved in this clinical testing. Certified psychiatrists or clinical psychologists will be in the project, will first take the training session and then take on the character of one of 6 anime types. While costumed, they will converse with the test subjects using a voice changer. Panto came up with the 6 characters: an older sister, younger sister, mother, prince, a younger brother, and a handsome uncle. The characters all have their own struggles and problems. After choosing the character to be their counselor, the test subjects, as themselves, will engage in 2 60-minute online sessions a week for 4 weeks. The research team will study the safety and feasibility of character counseling. Various data will be collected, including changes in numerical scores related to depression, satisfaction with the counseling sessions, the level of trust developed with the counselor, as well as heartbeat and sleep patterns during the test period. The team is seeking to eventually spread the use of such counseling as a social prescription to improve quality of life. Younger people tend to have more psychological problems. Oh, yeah. One report indicated that about 75% of those people under 25 suffer from such problems. Suicide is the leading cause of death in Japan among teens and those in their 20s. Japan has the highest death rate from suicide among the group of 7 nations. A cabinet office study found that 43% of Japanese people in their 20s felt alienated. Many young people in their teens and 20s have mental problems, but they have extremely few options for easily accessing services that are medically appropriate, said Mio Ishii, an assistant professor of psychiatry at YCU who heads the project. There is a need to develop services that young people can use when they feel slight mental problems. That's really nice. That's really cool.
It's sad to hear the numbers, though, that they're like the
Mm-hmm.
top most in the 7 nations, but I'm glad that they're finally acknowledging some of it.
Yeah, and finding a
And I
proper
hope it
way to help,
helps,
and
you
finding
know.
a proper way to help them, with their issues and kind of help work it out.
Yeah, exactly. Finding healthy outlets for it, right? And knowing
Mm-hmm.
that creativity is a healthy outlet.
Yep.
I think that's good.
And can you kick off with our final story of the night?
Yeah. Speaking of anime as therapy,
Mm-hmm.
G Kids is to screen 4K restorations of the Studio Ghibli films in North America in 2026 next year. Deadline reported on Friday that G Kids is partnering with IMAX to bring 4K restorations of Studio Ghibli films to North America
Mm-hmm.
theaters in 2026. Studio Ghibli animator Atsushi Okui is overseeing the creations of the IMAX versions that are being made from the new 4K restorations of the films, and the first film will screen early in 2026. G Kids 4K restoration screening of Studio Ghibli's Princess Mononoke film hit IMAX theaters in North America beginning on March 26th to celebrate Studio Ghibli's 40th anniversary. The film was available with English audio and Japanese audio and English subtitles, as well as with the English dub. The film's 4K screening ranked number 6 on its opening weekend and earned about $3,881,024 from March 28th to 30th. And Box Office Mojo lists the film total earning by May 29th as $6,851,056 US by the 29th of May. Oakley oversaw the 4K restoration of the film, and Oakley has been nearly involved in nearly every major Studio Ghibli project since 1993 and served as the director of digital imaging on The Boy and the Heron. G-Kids has been rescreening selected Studio Ghibli films in North America yearly as part of Studio Ghibli Fest. Kids screened 8 films this year as part of the event. And that's kind of exciting because I just got to watch The Secret World of Arrietty and I fell in love with it. So, yes. I'm all for it.
Okay.
Bring me the Ghibli.
That important, huh?
It's so good. If you like The Borrowers, if you really like The Borrowers, which I like The Borrowers back in like the 1997, something like that. Yeah, it's a good film. It was very cute.
Why is it I can just see you plop down in your living room wearing either a onesie or footy pajamas, bundled up in a blanket with a big old bottle of soda and a big bucket of popcorn watching Kiki's Delivery Service.
I have that on VHS still, Ranma.
Well, so do I.
I love Kiki's.
No, I can just see you
Secret World of Arrietty's up there too.
Yeah, I can just see, if not Kiki, any Ghibli, just bundled up like that, just in front of a big screen TV.
You don't think I'm like that right now?
No. Love ya, Barry.
I know. I'm definitely curled up. I definitely you see my jacket on. I've got my jacket on, so I'm nice and cuddly. But yeah, it is chilly. It's cold. And Ari in chat here over at twitch.tv/anime jam session. My entire body aches, especially the knees and the back. Yeah, it's cold out there, fellas.
Yeah, it's a little warm now because I don't have the way the house is on this floor. It's because the central heating and so forth. I don't have to turn on my mini heater here, but I've had it on for the last week or so because it's dropped down to 23 degrees.
Ooh.
That's no good for me. Just saying. Anywho, now that we got that out the way, we're going to move things over to the part of the show that y'all really like to enjoy. Meanwhile, in Japan. Okay. Barry, go ahead. You can pick whichever one you'd like.
I want to take the third one, which is the second one. It looks funny to talk about.
Oh, the jerk one?
Yeah, the jerk one.
Okay. All right. I'm going to fall into the stereotype and I'm going to take the last story.
Why are you like this? All right.
Because we all know Mako put it there for a reason.
For you. As a gift. As a gift.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they say the holidays comes for all sorts. In this particular case, though, a Japanese town is suing a resident for being a jerk. How big of a jerk do you need to be before your own town sues you?
Wow.
The town? That is a lot. That's a heavy load. A whole town? Okay, all right. The town of Mihama in Aichi Prefecture has a problem in the form of a single man in his 60s who will not leave them alone. Back in 2020, he contacted the town hall regarding a matter which they had no authority over. When they informed him of that, he began verbally abusing them non-stop for the next 5 years.
That's
what exactly this man wanted isn't completely clear, but piecing it together from various reports, he apparently wanted subsidies from the town to improve the earthquake resistance of structures on his property. However, since his buildings were not of cultural significance to the town, they weren't eligible for the subsidies. While that's unfortunate for him, most people would just take the loss and move on. This man, however, took a different path and proceeded to call and visit the town hall almost every day. Interactions with him tended to involve demands to speak with the supervisor, insults of stupid, and even more irrational demands like needing to speak with a woman or rather than a man. What? What? Okay. In addition to the relentless mental strain put on the staff, he would sometimes monopolize workers' times for up to an hour as he berated and argued with them.
Oh,
In just the
Jesus.
7 months from April to November of this year, chat, he said to have made and sent over 800 phone calls and letters to nearly every department in the town hall. Feeling this had to stop, Mihama attempted to take legal action. However, this falls rapidly into the growing problem of customer harassment, a problem so new that the law hasn't really caught up to how to clear to define. Gestures in American, Japan, by the way, I don't know what else to tell you. A problem so new the law really hasn't caught up to how to clear to define it. Some places like Tokyo have enacted ordinances, but they tend to focus on companies taking measures to protect their employees rather than penalizing those who do the harassing. The city of Kuwana in Mie Prefecture did put a penalty on the books, but it only amounted to a written warning, followed by a naming and shaming. So Mihama decided to take matters into its own hand and drafted a resolution allowing itself to sue people for excessive complaints. The motion passed unanimously, and Mihama started drawing up a lawsuit of 4 million yen,
Ooh, that's
roughly
a lot of
25K
money.
in US dollars, an amount based on the estimated employee salaries wasted to his disruption of the work. Once word of the lawsuit went out, the man suddenly stopped all communication with them. Mihama Town Hall said they will not pull the trigger on the lawsuit if his behavior improves. Meanwhile, readers of the news online felt that I was going to say, he was looking for free money from them. I'm thinking he doesn't want to pay more money to them.
Yes.
So, probably the best deterrents. Meanwhile, readers of the news online felt that the town is being far too lenient with the man and hoped they'd go through with the lawsuit to make an example of him. That seems like a criminal offense. They should arrest him too. That's 5 years. Yeah, that's a long time, guys. What he did goes beyond mere harassment. I agree. When I went to City Hall, there was an old man yelling at someone. It probably happens a lot. The damage is done. They shouldn't hold back and just sue the guy. These people are just bullies. They will only yell at people who can't yell back. Can somebody be evicted from their town? That's obstruction of business. They could go to the police too, sue him, and set a precedent. In defense to the town, much like companies, they are reluctant to take action against their own customers. Mihama probably doesn't want to be known as the town that sues its own residents for complaining. Even if this man is very clearly in the wrong, it leads down a slippery slope, which begs the question of where to draw the line of excessive complaining. The kind of ambiguity that makes customer harassment a difficult problem to deal with in Japan, both legally and practically. Yeah, that way.
I know, right?
That's far too much. That's far too much. Like, okay, so to fully preface this for chat, in Japan, they have a lot of historical buildings and historical just like things around statues, shrines, all that stuff. And there are subsidies, there are grants, there are companies and governmental bodies in Japan that will give money to subsidize buildings to protect them as they are, important to historical context, right? Like castles and gardens and artistic buildings. Like when I was there, I ended up finding a building that was owned by a sculpturalist who was very popular and had a bunch of cats and irises and stuff like that. He was very popularly known for that, but his house was considered like historical. And so it had a lot of information about that. But basically, there's money that goes into that. And so this guy was basically trying to be like, so, hey, you give money to historical buildings, give me money for my house so I can earthquake proof it for like for buildings on my property, which could not even have been his house. They could have honestly just been like different buildings on his property. That's very strange. Strange behavior.
Well, strange things.
Stranger things.
Bit weird, ain't it?
A bit. I feel like a bit would have been 1 year of contacting them, but 5 years is not. I feel like that's so much more.
That's all I gotta say. And I fully agree. Maybe next time that this happens, evict him from the town for being a menace.
I maybe not like evict him from the town, but like let him know that it's not okay. Like definitely go through with the lawsuit now because he's only stopped because you've threatened him. The problem is if it's an empty threat, he's going to see that your fight has no teeth and he's not going to take it seriously.
Mm-hmm.
So I would just go through with the lawsuit and not be like, "Oh my god, now that you've backed off, we'll play nice." No, just sue the guy and then take the tax dollars and put it towards subsidies for historical buildings.
There you go.
Full circle.
I like the sound of that. Okay. And our last story of the night, we're talking about KFC. They opened up a Christmas restaurant in Tokyo. That's interesting. With December already upon us, Christmas is just weeks away, which means one thing in Japan, it's time to put our orders in for KFC chicken. And as the Christmas meal of choice for many households in Japan, KFC is in hot demand at this time of year. To drive that point, the chain is making its presence known with a limited time Christmas restaurant in Tokyo's Roppongi Hills complex. Opened up last week, this limited pop-up is said to be the chain's first ever Christmas restaurant, and it's serving up an exclusive menu you won't find anywhere else, as a way to provide customers with a new Christmas experience. It is a bold assortment that aims to broaden customers' horizon beyond simple fried chicken as the Christmas meal staple. And what makes this particularly unique that these meals can be recreated at home. So how do you elevate KFC from a casual meal to a celebratory dinner? Well, one of the things that they have is smoked salmon and coleslaw salad in a glass. Another thing, smoked chicken Caesar salad. KFC French fries with a thick truffle sauce. Crispy chicken tenders with a lime mint tartar sauce. Christmas barbecue chicken with grilled vegetables. A holiday plate of roasted chicken breasts with a rich cheese cream sauce and 5 grain flavors. Wow, this is getting friggin' fancy here.
I don't know. To me, it looks, maybe it's because I worked in fast food Italian, so I know how some of this food is prepared. To me, it looks like Noodle Company in the US.
There's like 4 of those left in the country.
They look delicious. Don't get me wrong. They look delicious, but it definitely looks like here's some chicken on top of some noodles.
Smoked chicken and mushroom pepperoncino. Tomato cream pasta topped with roasted 5 grain chicken breasts. As Sia Nabiri says, I'm half expecting the ending to be en Viennetta. You know, I had just seen a video, a picture about the 80s, and in that picture was Viennetta. And let's be real, when we saw that as a kid, we all thought Viennetta was like that fancy ass ice cream that you had for your dinner or something like that. Now, and now that you can actually buy it now, you're like, oh, this is just regular ice cream. Biscuit vanilla ice cream sandwich with honey maple syrup. Oh, good Lord. As you can see, the dishes do not look like the normal fare you eat at KFC, and that's largely due to the absence of the chain's signature menu item, fried chicken. Although there are hints of KFC in the fries, coleslaw, and biscuits, it really doesn't feel like a KFC meal without the fried chicken, and that's the whole point of the restaurant. With more and more people looking for healthy meal options, KFC hopes that its customers will come to associate it as more than just a place to buy fried chicken, especially as this year it'll be adding a new option on the menu for Christmas this year. The restaurant acts like a tastier for the new roast chicken product, which bridges the gap between KFC and a Western-style Christmas. You never thought you'd see the day when KFC would sell a chicken that isn't fried, but Colonel Claus seems to be giving his approval. Whether or not KFC plans to reposition itself as Christmas roast chicken provider will work when it's already well established as the place to go for fried chicken, well, time will tell. It's certainly a brave move to break away from Japan's KFC fried chicken Christmas tradition, but with rival chains like Moss Burger providing roast chicken alongside its fried options, it seems that KFC is keen to capture as much of the market as possible during one of its busiest times of the year. The recipe for all 9 restaurant menu items have been published on a special website, so even if you're not able to stop by to pop up during its December 2nd to 7th run, you can still get a taste of what the chain is offering in Japan. Alright, that's really cool. I like that. Now we wait with beta.
I like the idea of it, and I like the fact that they have the recipe. I mean, it's in Japanese, so for those of you who want to try and get into it, you may have to send it through Google Lens and then do your best to figure it out. But it's I think that's nice that they're offering that for people.
Yep. And now we waited with bated breath to see if KFC will be messing around with its annual lucky bag and multi-tier Osechi New Year's meal come January. And I will say this, I went to Japan during Christmas of 2023, and I had that Christmas chicken. I ain't never had KFC that good in 30 plus years. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I get it. People say you don't go overseas, eat at fast food restaurants. Sure you do. Because here's the thing. What you've eaten at McDonald's, Burger King, and Wendy's here is not the same eating McDonald's, Burger King, and Wendy's First Kitchen in Japan. The food quality is way different. You're going to have a Big Mac in Japan and realize this does not taste like a Big Mac you had 2 weeks ago.
It's different. And the ingredients are a little bit different, and there's different variations, right? Even Starbucks in Japan has different offerings as well. But it's definitely one of those things where, it also is something conveniently similar to US food. So if someone is a little bit worried or unsure about local cuisine, although I think if you're in Japan, please eat Japanese food. It is amazing and wonderful and lovely.
CNC
they have
curry
something that they can rely on a little bit.
CNC curry is really good. I had their
curry's great.
I had their Hamburg steak curry, and it was actually not bad.
Ooh,
steak
curry. I like sukiyaki. Was one of my favorite things I had when I was there.
I had that. I didn't have it again because I said to CC, let's find a sukiyaki, and it totally slipped my mind.
No.
And if I'm not mistaken, sukiyaki is where you dip your the cooked meat into the egg, right?
Yeah, it's basically stir fry at the table on a big platter.
Yes.
And you usually have lots of fresh veggies and stuff.
Yes.
In the case for me, I ended up doing it with A5 Wagyu and yuzu sauce. So I went question is advise you, but I had figure out what quality meat you have.
I had the sukiyaki when I went to, I think I was in Takayama. I went to an onsen there, and it was this was really nice. Yep. See, the Berry wants to, did they use a 12 herb or spice?
Oh, the 12 herbs and spices for the KFC chicken.
Okay, all right. I think it's time to wrap up the show.
Yeah.
Because it is getting up there. So, anywho, if you like tonight's show, tell a friend. They in turn will tell another friend, and so on and so forth. What we like and don't like, we're going to tell you straight up. So if you have any questions about the show, drop us a line at podcast@animejamsession.com. Again, that is podcast@animejamsession.com. Oh, to answer Bond006's question about Hot Pot, yes, it's the same way it's done in the US is done in Japan. Same way. Now to get back onto the closing line, check out our website at animejamsession.com, where you'll find not just our weekly podcast, you will find anime reviews, editorials, cosplay tips and tricks, cosplay interviews, convention reports, all that and a lot more at animejamsession.com. Let's see, what else do we have here? Oh, our podcast where you can listen. So if you like the show, please subscribe to the podcast. You can find us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, anywhere where podcasts are available. So please show us a little bit of love and give us a subscription. Follow us on our social media, Anime Jam Session on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and Blue Sky. And to everybody that follow us on those, thank you so much. We really appreciate the love and support because you guys are awesome like that. Our tip jar. If you look down below, if you're participating with us live, there are direct links to our Stream Elements, our Streamlabs, and our Ko-Fi. If you want, you can cheer us on with bits while we're streaming, or you can also sub to the channel and give out gift subs. Every little bit counts, and we really appreciate everything that you all do. So let's see what else we have here. Last words, Barry.
I'm gonna go back into hibernation. Good night.
You would do that. My last words is I got stuff to do. I have packages here I've been meaning to mail out for the last month or so. I've been lazy, so I need to get around and do that. So I think tonight, after I do the edits, I'm going to get them prepped and take them down to the post office first thing in the morning. So that is it. End of list. We are going to get up on out of here. We'll be back next week with our Christmas special, and we hope that you all join us for our final hurrah of the year before we come back in 2026. So I think we're done.
Yeah.
I think we're done. So, anywho, I'm Ranma.
I'm Barry Mellon.
Great fight, great night. See you next week.
Well, yeah, that I was like,
Did you have
what?
a brain fart there, Barry?
Yeah, no, my ADHD go burr right now, guys. I'm so sorry.
Are you though? Are you really?
Not really.
Of course not. So say goodnight, Barry.
Good night, Barry.
Good night, y'all. See you all next week.
This podcast has been a production of Anime Jam Session and AJS Productions. No fanboys and fangirls were hurt, maimed, shot, electrocuted, or pistol whipped in this episode. For now. The views, opinions, and thoughts expressed on this show do not reflect the staff or the network as a whole. But we're still right, damn it. For transcripts of this episode, start typing. Check us out at animejamsession.com and vognetwork.com for more information about us and other programming. Jamatane!